Hey guys, we're sitting out here gonna do a quick little video over how we're keeping big mature deer on a small piece of property. Number one is going to be the limited amount of pressure, and that's keeping the wind in mind. Your entry and exit route, always playing that wind is just extremely crucial. I've got some huge pieces of property, but I've also got some 20, 40, 60, 80 acre pieces of property that I hunt. And that's the biggest thing that I found is just you in general going in and out of there, and don't necessarily worry about your neighbors. What they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up pushing those deer probably in towards you, and if you hunt smart, you're going to have the best opportunity to get out there and harvest that big mature deer. A couple other items is going to be creating bedding areas and or sanctuary areas. So if you've got a 40 acre piece, or even a 20, 60, try to get some areas in there where you won't go during the season, and that works out really well. That way those deer can get in there, get accustomed to not being having any kind of human scent or pressure or anything in those areas, and that generally helps out quite a bit as well. The next one is just going to be food. So if you guys are able to have some food plots or fruit trees or some berry plants, some of the native forage there for those deer early season, works out really well. You don't underestimate those food plots either. Whether you're in a state where you got some big agriculture fields or you don't have anything, those food plots, they play a role on both of them. If you got the big agriculture fields, I'd recommend creating a staging plot. That generally works out pretty good as those deer transition from their bedding out into the staging plot in the evening times. Then they'll eventually work their way out into the big agriculture fields, and that can be your kill area. And then if you don't have the agriculture fields, those food plots are still going to be beneficial. And I don't care if you're planting winter wheat, radishes, turnips, you name it, chicory, all that stuff's beneficial to it. If you can get a good variety of food for those deer, that will generally help out quite a bit. Another big thing that I see a lot of guys doing is driving their UTVs and ATVs in and out, and then walking 100, 200 yards to their stand, and then wondering why that big mature deer is never showing up, why they're there. That's a lot of it. As soon as you fire that UTV up, drive in there, those deer are generally going to be pushed out. A lot of those big bucks are going to be gone before you can even have the opportunity to even see them. And then the last item is the water holes. Don't underestimate those either. If you can establish a 40, 50, 60, all the way up to 150 gallon tank, in your designated areas, those work out very well to have those big mature deer, really all deer, in there. I've got a lot of videos out there, demonstrating my setups there with the water holes, the mineral, and then also like a mock scrape, either using a vine, hemp rope, whatever you got, and those work out very well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate everybody liking and following it, and like always, hopefully you guys are getting out there in nature, and best of luck on your upcoming hunt.